Hey friends, welcome back. Obviously, everybody's looking for ways to save money, and we all go out and go shopping. So let's take a look today at the Fetch Rewards app and see, is it really any good? Will it help you save money? Will you really earn rewards from it? I want to talk to you about an app today, and it's called Fetch Rewards. This mostly came up because after our last couple of videos, I decided we're going to do more kind of money saving, help people earn money, that type of stuff that we can do reviews of. This app in particular, though, is actually, I don't know if I'd call it controversial. I just think there's a lot of mixed information about out there. Some people think it's hard to use. Some people, I've seen an ad or a video where somebody has claimed it's a scam. So I wanted to give a little bit of clarity as to how to use it, the benefits of it, how much you can expect to earn from it, that sort of thing. So, why don't we jump in and just take a look at the app itself, and then I kind of give you my perspectives and what I think about it and how I've been using it myself over the last few weeks and give you kind of an idea of what you can expect to get from it. So, starting out, it's got a very simple user interface, which I think is really nice. The layout's clean, there's not a lot to it, and it makes it super easy to use. I think that's the biggest advantage it has over other competitors. As a matter of fact, this past year, Fetch actually added 100 brands to their app. So that's a lot of companies you can get bonuses from. And reportedly, they've also added over 2 million users. So that's a pretty strong year for any app, much less one that's actually just letting you scan receipts and redeem points. But getting into it, you can see that it shows you all the brands right across the top that you can earn points with. Now, you can kind of scroll through and see everything, and you can go to the next page and actually see by category, which is very cool. So, if you're thinking you want to buy a particular thing, say I was in the market for breakfast cereal, I can scroll down and look at alphabetically all the cereals that I earn extra points for. Now, granted, all the money you spend at the grocery store will qualify you for points. Just these particular brands often have bonus points or special rewards that if you purchase these and have them scanned on a receipt, they're worth a little bit more to you. You can also see here it gives you the option of adding it to your shopping list. This also helps. So in the case that when you're out shopping, you remember to buy a particular brand instead of one of the other ones. And that'll guarantee you get the points that you're aiming for. Also further down, they give you the option to see a bunch of new things that get added. So they do change their, what we would call their big rewards. As far as I've checked it, it looks like weekly. Some are there a little bit longer than others. But regardless, these are ones that give you anywhere between 500 to as many as 5,000 points if you do business with them and purchase those items. And that's a big deal considering a lot of your redemptions are at 3, 5, 10,000 points. So you can buy some of these items and almost jump to the next tier of rewards you can purchase, which is designed purposely to get you to buy those items versus buying other items. So it's actually a really well done motivation the way it's set up. And again, here you can see I have nothing on my recipe inspiration list, though it does actually give you the option that if you want to get ideas for recipes, it'll give you that, and then you can click on the one you want. So say I was looking for something for a Super Bowl party, for instance. I can look at these potachos if we want to check those out. And then it gives you the option if you can just save this to your receipt box or add the items to your shopping list. If you also notice in the list of ingredients below, it highlights brand names of the ones that are currently in their reward structure. So you can specifically put a certain, say, Kraft cheddar cheese on there versus any cheddar cheese to make sure you buy the correct items. Now, you can also look through and see your receipt history, which is very important. So if you're curious about how much you've been spending or how many points a certain reward or purchase was worth, you can always get back and see what you got points for on that or not. Then, of course, there's the reward window itself. This is what you're ultimately going to be aiming for in all the things you can purchase. but we can come back to this in a little bit. I think there's some other things we want to cover, which is the biggest function of this app, which is actually capturing your receipts. Now, capturing receipts is very easy. You just click on the actual camera app or camera icon, and then you'll hold your receipt in front of your phone camera. It gives you an outline to try to line up the edges. That's not totally necessary. You just want to capture as much of the information of the receipt as you can within one picture. If it's too long, it gives you a plus button at the bottom that you can add a section, so you can get the rest of it included into that same purchase. Now you do have to wait a second for it to load. And then this will tell you that the item you tried to scan didn't scan correctly, or there was some issue. In this case, it's a date that's older than 14 days. If that happens, it actually negates the bonuses from the receipts. You have to scan within the first 2 weeks of making the purchase, or it's no longer eligible. My guess is that this has to do with their cycling rewards. So if something would be out of the reward tier for that week or that cycle, it would no longer be eligible for the larger points. Now here we're going to try another receipt. This one's from when we most recently bought a mouse at Best Buy. Takes a second to load. And then it says here, because I tried to buy something at Best Buy doesn't actually count. You actually have to buy anything that involves groceries, so all grocery stores, or anything with we would call a club card. So anything with just a rewards card doesn't necessarily count. It has to have a general club card, something like Sam's Club or Costco or something of that nature. Now we'll go in and we'll try these two Target receipts that we have. So we'll go back to the window, looking at this Target receipt. Again, just trying to get as much of it as you can within the image. There you go. And then you simply wait for it to finish up. And then it tells you how many points you've earned from that receipt. In this case, it's 25 points. So with a small $40 receipt, it was worth 25 points, goes into your points bank. Then it also gives you some suggestions of things that showed up on your receipt, things that other people bought, again, things that are probably related to other brands that are sponsoring that app for that time. Here's another receipt that was from a few days ago. And again, it was a small $10 deal, so it looks like 25 points is like the minimum you're going to get just for scanning a receipt. And then again, you can earn more points. It says, hey, okay, it saw that you maybe had toilet paper, so it says here you can buy Cottonelle next time and get a few extra points if you buy that particular brand, because it's one of the brands that's, I guess, has an agreement with Fetch Rewards. It's also nice that it shows you what you spent on each one, so if you want to make that comparison later as well. And then here we have a receipt from 12/28. I'll scan that up real quick. And then here you see something interesting. So you can't use the same thing twice. How here it says this receipt matches a receipt that's already been previously submitted. This keeps you from even worrying about, did you already put something in? Did you double up? So you can freely check. And then the worst thing that happens is it just says, sorry, can't do it. You've already used this before. Just kind of a safety measure to, I'm sure, protect the app, keep people from double dipping in points. You can always check to confirm that the receipt is the same. So it shows you items that were on that receipt and the date. And yep, looks like it's the same one. So haven't seen this cause any errors or any problems yet. Sometimes it can misidentify the store or something if it reads the address wrong. In that case, you just delete that message and then just take a picture to recapture that receipt. Now going here back into the rewards, you now see that our rewards total in the upper right now includes the other 50 points we've earned. And then you can go through here and say we want to choose entertainment items, and we can look at what we can spend our points on. And of course, there's all types of movie things, Redbox, AMC movie tickets, a lot of things there. You can also go through, see the points that you've redeemed already or what you've earned, or you can look by points type. So since we already have 4,800 points, we know we can get anything in the 3,000 points tier. So we can scroll through here. You can see that there's $3 gift receipts. There's stuff at Dunkin', There's a bunch of things we can donate the money to if we wish to do that. Stuff for the National Parts Foundation, Panera. I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here. You know, Target, you can get $3 back. So lots of little places you can get money. It's almost like earning coupons for places, if you want to look at it that way, from the shopping you're already doing, which is very cool. In general, though, it's very much about just getting rewards for doing something you're already doing. It's also very low maintenance. You don't have to think about anything. It maybe sends me an email once a week that just says, hey, here's some things you can purchase to earn points, you know, check into your app. But otherwise, it's not very intrusive. It doesn't take up very much space, and I actually kind of like it. I think some people were disappointed in thinking, okay, I'll go do the shopping, and then I'm going to earn all these points, and I'm going to get all this free stuff. Well, in theory, that's true. If you were to buy the items they showcase regularly, then yes, those are going to be the items worth 500, 1500, even 5,000 points. And in that case, you're going to earn points very quickly and get some of the bigger items very fast. But for somebody who's maybe going out and shopping once a week, maybe more frequently than that, I guess if you grab something during the middle of the week, you know, you stop for gas, you pick up something while at the store, yeah, you'll earn points a little bit faster. But in general, you're going to earn most likely somewhere between, like you saw today, I had a couple of small receipts. Those were 25 points. I had several that were in the 400 and 500 point range, and occasionally I purchased one of those items, which gave me a big jump of about 15 points or 1500 points. So those cases, yeah, I can earn some points fairly quickly, but regardless, it's getting something back for doing a whole lot of nothing. So if you just want free stuff, this is kind of the way to do it. And you occasionally get an email, and that's about it. I mean, you download the app, it's free. You scan the receipts, which you saw. I did 4 receipts, 2 of which didn't work, you know, as part of the test. But even putting in the 2 that did, that whole thing was maybe a minute's worth of time. So I would highly recommend this app, actually. I just think you have to go in with realistic expectations, right? If you're trying to earn a whole bunch of points, get a whole bunch of rewards, then you kind of have to, for lack of a better term, play the game they're asking you to play. They have people that are spending money with them, obviously, and promoting through their app. So they want you to support those brands higher to get more points. However, if you have certain brands you like to buy and you're going to buy those anyway, fine. We all go grocery shopping. We all eat things. We all use toilet paper and paper towels and everything else. Just keep doing what you're doing. But, you know, maybe once a month, you'll get about a $3 reward to something. Every 2 months, maybe it's $5 or $10 reward depending on what items you buy. But regardless, you get the option of getting a lot of things. You can get art supplies. You can get things at Amazon. You can get stuff with Target. I mean, there's receipts or gift cards to everything. So I would definitely take a look at least give it a shot. I recommend trying it for 2 to 3 months, see how you feel about it. If you never get enough to cash in the rewards because you're shopping so infrequent or you're only buying certain items, then sure, don't use it. But I think if you're that person who's now at your point in the budget where you're pretty set and you're just looking to shave some money here and there or get a few rewards for being conscious of your budget, this is a good way to do that. It won't be huge rewards, but it's just enough that I think you can take advantage of a lot of things. So anyway, that's it. I hope you like it. I enjoyed it. I'm probably going to continue using it because, you know, I can cash in and get a few dollars back at Target, which I shop at regularly anyway. So I'm all about it. I want to say thanks for watching my video, and please smash the subscribe button because that helps a lot. And leave a comment. If there's something you want to see, let me know. All the ideas are good. And you can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter. So hop over there if you want to keep up with me. Thanks.